Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to FSP. This is episode number 95. Wow, we're only 5 away from 100, guys, on FSP. That's pretty crazy. I didn't actually realize we're getting that close, but
And Jasper had to leave.
yeah,
Jeez.
Jasper had to leave right before we get to 100. That's the way he does. He left a little prematurely, but it's okay. He's probably traveling right now to his new job. So, hey, Jasper, if you are out there and you're able to actually see this, our hopes and dreams are with you, buddy, and we're gonna miss you, man. Cheers and thanks for everything over the last couple of years. But yeah, we are live here with FSP in what we'll call AJ after Jasper. Be the era of FSP after Jasper. So I appreciate everybody in the chat for being here. You guys all rock, and we're gonna have fun because there's actually some cool gaming news to talk about because we have a gaming showcase on the horizon, and it's gonna be, I think, pretty good one just based on what we already know. So, and we're going to kind of talk more about that. Plus, also, going to try and figure out how the hell we're going to do tidbits later, but we'll do it. We're going to get through tidbits, and we're going to have some fun watching some trailers and stuff for the games releasing for this week. But as always, here on the show today is the one and only Fuzzy Belvedere, who is no camming it today because he is a little bit under the weather. I think I got him sick last week. But hey, Fuzz, what's up, man?
Not too much. Didn't want to be on camera while I'm like blowing my nose every like 5 seconds or so. But glad to be here with you guys. Man, Twitter's still a mess, but some gaming news on the horizon. Wednesday, a nice little showcase to kind of break the monotony and stuff like that, and some games coming out this week. And man, just can't wait to get into this. Glad to be here with you guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks as always, bro, for being here. Appreciate you. Psychonauts, how are you doing, sir? Fresh off of work?
I am doing, yes, sir. I'm doing fantastic. I've been playing a lot of games. I've been hyped. Can't wait because Unicorn Overlord drops this Friday. So I'm really psyched. Was disappointed too today, and it was a total fucking letdown. But besides that, yeah, I've been playing Tale of Arise. Great fucking game, by the way. If you have not played it, check it out, chat. I heard someone say if you love Grand Blue Fantasy, you'll like it. And at first, it was a slow burn, I will say. Literally after the intro, I was like, oh, okay, that's how you're gonna start the game. Okay, let's do this. So loved that. So I've been enjoying that. Picked up Trials into Reverie. I'll probably check that out a little bit later. It's one of those the Legend of Heroes games.
Okay.
NIS. And yeah, man, just been playing that. I bought what the fuck did I just buy the other day? Oh my god, it's eluding me. But it's oh, what is that? I'm sorry. Empire of Angels 4.
Empire of Angels? Is that's one of those like Flight Squadron games?
No, this is a squad of young ladies RPG.
Completely different genre. Sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, and it's on Xbox, and I only picked it up for $5. Um,
Empire of Angels
Nice.
4. So okay.
yeah, I just went on a because Xbox had that whole indie sale going on, so I went through. I bought Dragon's Lair trilogy. I bought Panzer Dragoon. That was like $2.50. Angel of Empire of Angels, and I think I picked up one other, but yeah, man, I was
Yeah.
like, okay. So a lot of RPGs. That's my favorite genre. And but how about you, buddy? How have you been?
Pretty good. I just been playing a little bit of this and that. I've been playing a lot of um what's the Last Epoch. I've been playing some at Last Epoch. I dove into a
Those are
little
good
bit of
things.
Helldivers 2 the other night. But yeah, just playing a lot of little like PC games, and I think that there's a lot of stuff about to start hitting that I'm really gonna start getting into on the on Xbox, and
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
good.
wait a little bit on Rebirth. I know that
Yeah.
everybody's really into Final Fantasy Rebirth right now, but I'm just gonna kind of there's just too much other stuff I'm playing right now. But
Mhm.
overall, there's gaming is so fucking good. There's just so many damn
Oh
things
yeah.
to play right now. It's
You,
absolutely crazy.
you have to pick up Unicorn Overlord, bro. If
That
you're a
Yeah,
tactics
that's my
guy,
next. That's what I just said. Like just some stuff coming out. That's one of them. I'm gonna be
s-
diving into that.
yeah, $60, and you know, so good, so
So I see the chat keeps talking about Yuzu.
good. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you were talking about this a little bit before we went live, Fuzzy. And this is like I guess Nintendo sued Yuzu, who basically is a company that did it. Can you explain to me exactly what they did? Because I'm not
Yeah.
really that familiar, to be honest with you.
Basically, you could emulate like some of the current Nintendo games. Now, they kind of had instructions on how to do it. That's probably the main area where they kind of messed up. That's what got them on the radar for Nintendo. They were able to point people towards a emulator for Zelda, which was like 1 million downloads or something along those lines. But the big thing that a lot of people use it for, it's not just a pirate. It's more so a lot of people that have a Switch and may also have like a Steam Deck or a ROG Ally, and kind of wish the Nintendo Switch was closer to that. And they're able to take the Nintendo games and emulate them on their Steam Deck or their ROG Ally, and play them at 60 frames, and
Right.
have consistent frame rates, no stuttering, and some of the bells and whistles that the extra horsepower of those newer PC portables have. But the drawback is Nintendo being Nintendo, they don't want anybody doing any of that stuff, which, legally, it makes sense. But since Nintendo is never really going to, cater to like the PC market or put their games there, or at least doesn't look like they're going to do it anytime soon, this was like the best case scenario if you wanted the Super Switch, and it looks like Nintendo, even with the Switch 2, it's not going to be really a Super Switch. It'll be like a iteration that'll be a little bit better, but not necessarily a leap. Yuzu was kind of that go between, and unfortunately, they had to settle because Nintendo could have dragged it out in court for years, which they didn't have that kind of money. I mean, I don't even know how they have the $2 million that they have to settle for, but basically, it's all shut down, effective immediately. So any of the ROMs that were out there are gone. But Nintendo's going to be playing whack a mole now, because there'll be another one that will pop up. May not be as polished as Yuzu was, but give it a few months, and that will be fixed on another
Yeah.
one. But
So it
yeah,
might
it kind of
scare
sucks.
companies too from, doing that anyway. You know what I mean? From
Yeah,
starting out like that. Hmm.
but it sucks because like I said, if Nintendo would just, offer some of their older titles that they don't even want to remaster or anything on PC or something along those lines, they would probably get a decent number of sales. But Nintendo being Nintendo, they do what they want when they want, and yeah, no more high fidelity Nintendo games on non Nintendo hardware.
Yeah. It's an interesting, like, Nintendo's gonna Nintendo, right? Like, they're one of the most protective, strictest companies out there when it comes to emulation, when it comes to mods, when it comes to content creation, just really anything under the sun. They're so crazy protective of their IPs and stuff, and like, I know the emulation community is really pretty strong out there, and like, if I do know people have been buying Switch games right on for their Switch, but then putting them on like their Steam Deck and stuff using like some of these emulators and all that kind of stuff, right? So that does suck. It's a kind of a shame that they won in that regard as well. So, but I think more so, like, I wonder this next Switch, like the Super Switch, whatever it is, Switch 2, like it really better have backward compatibility and like strong support for it. Because if they did this, right, and then they don't really have strong backwards compatibility or allow your older games to be played, and then maybe they get upgraded a little bit or something like that, I think maybe eventually some Nintendo fans will start to revolt a little bit. You would think?
We can only hope.
I mean, you're taking the only other option away, right? So you gotta,
not these guys.
You gotta have options, and besides reselling the same old games slightly up-res for $60. Like, that's not the answer that people want. Like, they literally have done that lots of times in the Switch era, where they go and they'll take like, okay, well, here's like Zelda from this Zelda game from way like Wind Waker or whatever, right? Oh, we're going to make it 4K, or not even 4K, 1080 or whatever, and not change any fucking thing about it, and resell you the game at full price as if it was new. Or they'll do something crazy like take 3 games, put them in a collection for $60, but we're only going to sell it to you for 3 months before people realize how little bit of work we did in these games. Right?
I heard they were just emulated.
Yeah. So I just hope that this puts pressure at least on them for this aspect, because the next Switch, like, I have a library of Switch games, right? All digital, I can mainly buy digital and stuff. And I will be so pissed off if I have no option to play those on the better Switch device. So,
but that's the Nintendo way. That's what frightens me, because I haven't bought a Switch, and I'm like, oh, the hardware is not there, and I don't want to play on a bigger screen and have it really the fidelity of the game being like why am I playing a 320p game on my TV? Oh, that's right, because Nintendo decided not to go with a console. They went with a dockable handheld, and to me, if the leaks are true and they do an LCD screen, that tells me they more likely will not have backwards capability handheld. They won't do it back compat because they can sell you more money. They'll sell you on more on. Oh, this is the Switch 2 version, and nothing's changed except for the hardware somewhat up-resing and giving a little bit of better frame rate, and literally that's it. It's like zero effort but maximum profit. It's like it's the weirdest thing, and a lot of these Nintendo fans fucking clapping, and it's like I thought PlayStation's dudes are freaking crazy. No. Nintendo freaking fans are like are just insane. They're like, thank you for a Nintendo 64 game and done nothing to it. I will pay fucking full price for this piece of shit. Thank you so much. It's just, it's insane. Fucking crazy.
I wonder what was the overall Nintendo fans' reactions of this news. Was there any, like, or they didn't even care, or is it like
they're like good
for the
They're
users?
happy.
Some of them I've seen some of them are jumping up and down. Like the ones that are not part of the PCMR race, they're jumping up and down like, yeah, go Nintendo. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, let me tell you, if you're one of those people, you're fucking stupid. Okay? I'm just gonna if any of you in the chat, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings right now if you feel this way. But I just gotta say, if you feel this way, you're a fucking idiot. Now, let me tell you why, but to explain my harsh reaction to your intelligence and the feelings I have about this, okay? This is like the opposite of Xbox, okay? Where people are like, oh, I'm so worried about the Xbox brand because they're doing so much for the gamers, giving so many people access to the games, giving so much value to everybody. Oh, let's just make everybody be able to play everything. Let's just like have full compatibility. Oh, so people are like, oh, it's bad because I don't want to see Xbox fail, right? That's what those people are saying.
Right.
And those same people would champion this kind of thing because they care more about the fucking company than they do themselves. You care more about Nintendo being strong than you do about them fucking you over as a consumer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is the point to when I don't understand, and I never have, and this started from, like game price increases or this or that or whatever, when people champion that kind of shit and say, oh, this is great. This is just going to protect Nintendo. This is going to protect. Who gives a shit about the companies and the corporations? Yeah, we love them because we love the games, right? But they're making so much money off of us. They don't need our help to excuse the greed, to excuse the greediness. You're people that buy products. Ask for more value. Always. Every single damn time. Ask for more value. Ask for better deals. Ask for backwards compatibility. Ask for forward compatibility. Ask for emulations or whatever you want to do. Just ask for everything and stop worrying about, well, if I want this, how is it going to affect my precious company? Like, come on. Really. And to champion stuff like that, which is overall, like, not obviously affected Nintendo's business that much over the last however long this has been being used. It's just taken one of the biggest flaws away from Nintendo's. One of their biggest flaws that they have is their weak hardware, and forced people to still be stuck with it, even if they're buying the games, right? Like,
yeah.
And then potentially what happens with compatibility in the future, unsure. Insiders still don't know if the future device is compatible or not. Yeah. It shouldn't even be a fucking question.
Yeah.
There shouldn't even be a question. It should just be an expectation, right? That when you buy digital products now, that they carry forward with you into the future. This is 2020 fucking 4. I almost said 2023. It's 2020 fucking 4. And we live in a digital age, right? I understand Nintendo's mostly physical still, but there's a lot of digital purchases still going on. And when you buy something, you're buying something that you want a little gate kept into this little piece of shit hardware that is already outdated the day it released? Or do you want that hardware, the software, to be able to be used continuously going forward and potentially even upgraded based on the hardware that you buy? Right? That's what Xbox has been doing. That's why I've been so championing their ecosystem and everything ever since this they started doing emulation also, like on Xbox One for the 360
Mhm.
games, and then going forward to the Xbox Series X and S, all of these games got these free updates, all this other kind of stuff. Like they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do that. They were doing it for other companies and begging other publishers to let them do that. And some publishers like, no, we want to be fucking greedy. We can't do it with our games. We're gonna resell this later, like, and it's gonna be a really shitty product, but we're gonna do that on our own, right?
Yeah.
Rockstar.
Yeah.
Yes,
I want to,
exactly.
I'd like to, Why So Serious mentioned something in chat about Mario Kart 8. Okay. In literally 3 months, less than 3 months, it would be 10 fucking years since they've released Mario Kart 8. They have not done anything. They have not brought a new game out since. And here we are. And just last year, they brought out another limited edition Mario Kart 8 Switch. And it's like, really? 10 years? You guys gonna fucking milk this one game for that long? What the fuck? Are you trying to beat Grand Theft Auto 5? It's just crazy. So sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, man. Like I just to celebrate when these companies win over the consumers is never a good thing, right? And like it just baffles me a lot of the ideas where people like care more about the companies themselves and the consumers that are actually buying and purchasing the products. Like I don't really personally have a vested interest in Yuzu, right? I don't use it because I don't really emulate too much and stuff like that. But knowing that that's not going to be a potentially option for me in the future, if things get to the point where I was going to feel like I need to because Nintendo fucked me over, right? In the future because of the hardware, that's where I have more of a problem with it. Like, okay, so if the Switch 2 isn't back compat or doesn't really treat my purchase library well, that's where I would be more interested in the future about using this kind of stuff. And this makes it less of a possibility to do that. And that's not good for us, any of us, really. So, anyway,
I would like to also say, Cyber Gunther, fuck
you're like botting out, bro.
this. 700 $700 for Series X SpongeBob limited edition at Best Buy. Fuck that bullshit. I will not fucking even put a thought into it. What is the extra $200 coming from? For what? Because it has SpongeBob on it?
Controller.
I thought that
Oh.
SpongeBob Xbox was just a giveaway thing.
No, it's limited edition through Best Buy. Only it's
Okay.
exclusive to Best Buy. So is it because it's an exclusive through Best Buy? I know it has a game in it, but so even if it's a game, that's $60 more. So $140. And if you say, okay, what the fucking controller, all right, well that's another $10. So seriously, $120 more for SpongeBob on your fucking Xbox? Yeah, no. It better fucking blow me.
Yeah. Yeah, $700 for that. I guess I'm not gonna say if they've made one that I really cared about that I wouldn't want to do it. I may. I'm not gonna do it for a SpongeBob one. But
Yeah.
like fuck, if it was like
One of those Forza ones, the Porsche paint scheme ones,
yeah
I'd be willing, but you know,
No.
they only had that for the giveaway and stuff.
Yeah. Diablo?
I already bought the Starfield wrap, so there's that.
Yeah.
But
yeah
SpongeBob,
if they did fucking
man.
like Dallas Mavericks or Dallas Cowboys or like Texas Rangers Special Edition to Xbox Series X or something like $700 would be like I'm okay. Yeah, take it. You know what I mean? I'm
They
trying
should've
to think of the things that I would do it for. But
Yeah.
and they're not gonna do like special edition that
done
expensive
it
for
for
their own.
Diablo 4.
Well, they're not gonna do like $700 consoles, I think, for their own games. But like usually those consoles are kind of more of like 550, 600 or whatever. If they were doing like a special edition that comes with the
Yeah,
game,
600
right, for their
bucks.
own. You said I mean,
Mhm.
this one's 700, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
$700 fucking dollars.
So that's $100 more than like what normal special edition would be.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
why like if they were trying to push Starfield and get people to buy, I would have bought the fucking Starfield limited edition console.
Oh,
I would have
got
bought
the
the
wrap,
Diablo
man. They got
4.
the wrap for 50
No,
Yeah,
fuck
bucks.
that
You're good.
wrap.
The
I
wrap
would have
is
bought.
this wrap is pretty sick, dude.
No,
Yeah.
it's pretty sick, but I would rather have a limited edition console.
Yeah, I agree. I
Over
think
a wrap.
more
Truly.
so though, the
But
only issue I have with the wraps is that there's only one still. Like, well, they had the other ones that came out with the generic ones, but like for gaming
Yeah.
wise, they've only had the Starfield one. Like, that's the only issue I have right now with the wraps. Like, they're pretty badass, but like, I would have liked to seen like 4 other ones already for some of the other big franchises that they have.
I will
Yeah,
I will
like
say
have
this.
one day and date for like Hellblade 2 or something like that, or
Yeah.
Avowed as soon as it comes out.
Maybe they will. I'm hoping, but like we didn't get one for Forza, you know. Um
I
we
would like
Yeah, go ahead.
uh for the next generation console, if you see how people are clamoring and like love the idea of having customable faceplates like the 360, why don't they come out with if they keep the Series X design, if it's just a giant rectangle, um why don't they just have like a removable face that you can snap out and be able to swap in a new faceplate and have a series whatever faceplate and sell faceplates too. Do you know how much more money? And it's probably not that much if they mass produce a bunch of these. They would probably fucking sell out because those were
Yeah.
very, very popular during the 360. Because I bought the Halo one, I got the wood grain one with the racing stripe down the center, I got the internal Sonata.
Eternal Sonata. Yeah. Like I don't know why
It's not-
Special
yeah.
edition faceplate that was
Oh,
a pre
okay.
because I liked them.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's my PC. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right, man. It was doing that the last show too. It just kept cutting out for some reason.
Yeah, it's just my piece of shit PC.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the future with emulation and stuff. I feel like that really what needs to happen is like that's where regulation needs to get involved, right?
Mhm.
To like protect the consumers in that way. But it's hard when Nintendo wins lawsuits, right? Like, what does that say? Like, I don't know. But maybe they'll, like I said, maybe they'll have pressure to do the forward compatibility, backwards compatibility thing, and all that kind of stuff better in the future. So we'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's be prepared, everybody. If the next Switch is not backwards compatible or the whatever they call it, next thing,
IGN will have an article of why that's an
Wh-
awesome
yeah,
thing.
well, that's a great
Yeah.
thing, and I will be
That's
losing my
genius.
shit.
You get to rebuy your entire library and spend all that money.
I might pop a blood vessel if that happens. Like really, I will be really extremely like
Yeah.
disappointed in Nintendo if they do that. But we'll see. Let's give them a chance.
Mhm.
Sub chat, thank you all for being here on FSP. You all rock. If you do like the content here, hit that like button, share it out, sub to the channel, notification bell, all that kind of cool stuff. Greatly helps us grow. But yeah, I want to get into this other news that we got today. This is actually pretty damn cool because out of the blue, we got another showcase coming our way. Xbox Partner Preview, March 2024. They say we're back with fresh looks at games for Xbox and Windows. So on the Xbox Wire post, I'm just going to read it. It said, Today, we're thrilled to announce the next Xbox Partner Preview, this time featuring a mix of new and upcoming games for you from publishers like Capcom, Nexon, EA, and others, with more than a dozen new trailers over the course of a 30-minute broadcast. And it does say a mix of new and upcoming games. So means that we are going to have some new game announcements, I believe, at the show. There's
Yeah.
more than a dozen trailers, and it's a 30-minute broadcast. So that's decently substantial. Like, this would be their equivalent of kind of like one of those third-party state of plays, right? It says, during Xbox Partner Preview, you can learn more about combat, traversal, and Tales of Kinzera Zhao. That I think that's the one where the guy talked at the Game Awards when he talked about his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's
That
like
was the guy from South Africa.
yeah, like 2D platformer type, almost maybe Metroidvania style looking kind of game. I don't really know exactly what the genre would be, but it looked pretty impressive.
It's kind of like Prince of Persia, but
Yeah.
a lot more like colorful and stuff like that. So yeah, that I'm looking forward to that game.
It says with a video narrated by Abubakar Salim himself. Said see new gameplay from Kinitsugami Path of the Goddess, which is the game that was revealed. I think that's Capcom. I believe it's the partnership with Capcom that they had. And I think that game was revealed at the summer show last year. And if I'm not mistaken, that one was Game Pass day one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, which we haven't seen hardly anything, but I remember the trailer was pretty sick. It was a really fucking cool trailer. So we're gonna see new gameplay from that game, and we're gonna get a closer look at the first Berserker, Kazan, which I don't really remember what.
I think that was kind of like an anime style.
Yes.
Like
it was black and white,
like RPG kind of game.
Yeah, it was black. Wasn't it like black and whitish with color on the character or something along the lines?
Mm-hmm.
Or some. It was like it looked like it was fucking like the environment was like realistic, but the character was like hand drawn, like Demon Slayer style anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which is phenomenal. To me, like that game would look sick as shit. But I think didn't they do this last year, Xbox, and they pretty much did nothing but almost a solid 30 minutes of nothing but trailers.
Yeah.
Gameplay.
I mean, I think they've been doing this for a while now, but like it's kind of they do so many shows now. It's kind of hard to remember because they do the indie shows, right? Then they do this. Then they also have the bigger shows. They do the dev directs now. They have so many different things that they do, and this one is focusing on third party. So that way, I think later in the summer show is probably going to be, more of a focus on the first party stuff, right? So, I like that they separate these out and do them kind of earlier in the year too, so that way we kind of have an expectation and it puts more of a highlight on some of this stuff. Getting back to what this says, it says, so the first Berserker, Kazan, and other great titles coming to Xbox, Windows, or Game Pass. Our Xbox Partner Preview format is all about sharing exciting games news from our talented studios from across the globe with no frills. Just new game reveals, release date announcements, and fresh new gameplay from upcoming games, coupled with a unique behind-the-scenes stories from developers on Xbox Wire. That's exactly what we said they should do in the past. Remember when they're doing all those shows when they had like 4-hour streams and they would break it up constantly, right?
Yeah.
It was like, if you want the extra stuff, the behind the scenes stuff, put it on the blog post to coincide, right? So it sounds awesome what they're planning on, and they kind of explain what you're just asking, Psycho, about like what the format is. It said it's all about exciting game news from the studios from across the globe with no frills. So just new game reveals, release date announcements, and fresh new gameplay from upcoming games. So it's going to be pretty much what you said,
Yeah, and that's how these type of shows. That's how they should be. It's not developed direct within. They have to. It's good to hear what developers are. What they've been doing, things like that. Just as hey, these are games coming from third party. Here you go. And that is fantastic. Simple, 30 minutes. That is a lot of content that we're going to be seeing. Either we're going to see some really long gameplay trailers, or we're going to just see a lot of couple minute trailers. And
Yep. I think we're gonna see a lot of
that's a win-win in anyone's book.
yeah. I think we're gonna see a lot of trailers. A lot.
Yeah.
Just I mean, they said over 12, right? So
Hmm.
that's pretty good. We do have a super chat from Spartan661 for $5. Says, do you think it's possible that Nintendo might do cartridge and cartridge to make it back compat? I'm thinking a cartridge adapter to allow you to play. I don't know. It may keep the same kind of cartridge. I'm hoping they just like do that. I mean, what would be the point in changing the cartridge? Because the cartridge is just designed to be proprietary. It doesn't really matter what shape it is, other than what's inside of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just a fucking cartridge at the end of the day.
But it's Nintendo.
Yeah,
They'll change it up just so that way you know the difference between
yeah.
generations or something.
Yeah, they'll make it
Uh,
wider. That's all.
Yeah,
We'll just make it fucking, because literally these things are like maybe 5/8 of an inch wide and like 3/4 of an inch long. They're these tiny little things.
I'm
And when I show parents like what they're buying their kids, like that's what I'm buying for $70. I'm like, yep,
yeah.
and they're gonna lose it
I
or they're gonna break it.
I think like they did a good job with the DS line, right? You could literally just put the DS thing in the next DS, and just kept going for a long time, so it didn't really matter,
yeah.
right? That's what they should do with the Switch. But yeah, it says that the event will be digitally broadcast on Wednesday, March 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT across their Xbox channels on YouTube and Twitch, and it will feature updates on a variety of Xbox and Windows games that are launching on our platforms. We will be co-streaming this on the 6th, everybody, and Mr. Boomstick will be joining us as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I don't know who all here is going to be available for it or not.
When is the 6th?
It's on Wednesday.
Oh, I think I'm off. So I
I think you're
probably
off.
could very well be
Right
yeah,
on.
yeah. As long as my computer is not fucking crashing.
Yeah. So it starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be going live around 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Before the broadcast, and we join by Mr. Boomstick, and gonna hang out, and we'll watch and see what they got to offer. And I'm like usual showcases. I'm excited mostly to see what new game announcements are gonna be, but I'm also really excited to see Path of the Goddess because I am really curious about that game.
Yeah.
And other than that, that's pretty much all the information about the game, or about the show. What do you think we're gonna all get at this thing, Buzz? You think there's gonna be more than like one new game announcement? You think there's gonna be a surprise big partner show up or anything like that?
I think we probably get 2 or 3 new announcements, but I'm hoping we get an update or like a release date for 33 Immortals, possibly replaced. That's the big one. Fingers crossed that replace. Maybe that gets shadow dropped or something.
Yeah.
But definitely looking forward to Path of the Goddess as well. But I think we get 3 new games that maybe they're world premieres and they'll be coming some point this year. I'm hoping we hear something like when they're saying it's a partnered showcase. Maybe that it will include things like a possible Contraband or the Shaolin game.
Mm,
Like I think it was from what was it, Brass Monkey or something like that. I think is
yeah.
the company making that Wu Tang game.
Yeah. They
So
consider the
hopefully,
only thing is like those they consider first party, right? Because like
yeah,
yeah, like even those are the hard ones because it's like we know that they don't own the companies, right? But like they probably own the IPs, or it,
yeah.
they consider them first party them though because they're publishing. But you never know, man. I mean, they surprised us at the Dev Direct with a third party game.
Yeah,
So
it would be nice. Like, I'm hoping maybe there's another surprise guest like they did with the Dev Direct with Square Enix. Um, maybe there's an announcement for Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy 7, the first remake portion. But I don't know. It's definitely going to be exciting. At least 12 games. They only really made mention of three of them. Um, we already know that there's games out there like Replaced and Silk Song that are some at some point hopefully will land this year. Um, we know Hades 2 is coming to PC. Maybe with the preview program that Xbox has, maybe it comes to Xbox as well a little early. We'll see, but it's definitely going to be an exciting time, even for the games that they've already announced, just to see what else they're going to mix in there. Like
yeah.
we're going to get at least 9 more games, and like I said, I think at least out of those 9, 3 of them are probably going to be brand new, first time. We're hearing about them coming to Xbox, kind of thing. So yeah, it'll be pretty cool. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. It seems like there's just from the games that they already told us about, kind of more of a international flavor to this too. Like with a lot of titles coming from the eastern side of the world, right? So
Yeah.
this is kind of almost a chance to show more of that kind of stuff. Like, I think the first Berserker, I'm looking it up right now. That's Nexon, right? So,
Mhm.
that's from Korea.
Yeah.
Then you have the title from South Africa, right?
Hmm.
And then you also have the Capcom game from Japan, right? So this is, I think, also a way to showcase more of the variety and stuff for their games instead of like just the first party stuff. So, is there something that you're looking forward to at this Psycho?
Yeah, so I definitely would not mind seeing like from third party, maybe something new from some of these, Japan, Korea, some of these relationships that Xbox has been building. We're starting to see the fruits of that with games like Tale of Arise on Game Pass. We're starting to see Unicorn Overload coming onto Xbox and not skipping it. Persona 3, stuff like that. I like to see what these other smaller developers are doing out there. Um, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see what is it, Sudoku 1 and 2 remake. Maybe we'll see that at this, and they're gonna finally announce it because that game has been in the works for a while, you know. So maybe we'll see something along those lines. Um, maybe we'll see um, whatever new studio that maybe. I don't know if Toys for Bob has been working on something secretly,
That's
and
funny.
now
They
that
would actually be a partner now, not a first
correct.
party studio.
And
That's
like,
a good
oh,
call
here we
out.
go. Here's Banjo Kazooie. We've kind of been working on it. Haha. Um, that'll be interesting. Just anything really new, interesting. Um, we've seen like Black Myth Wukong. We kind of have an idea that's supposed to come out this year sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see a release date. Um, and wasn't it Solid Snake coming out, Metal Gear coming out this year too? That Delta wasn't that 2024?
Mm,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe we'll see because we did get the a premiere game. Well, I guess trailer, a gameplay trailer from with Xbox. So maybe we'll see more. Um, yeah, I mean, anything's really possible right now because with how everyone, if people are looking at Xbox in the development world and they're looking at Xbox like they're we put their game, and it's not just on console,
Yeah.
it's it's PC, it's cloud, we do that. There's more eyes, and people know, they see that Xbox has a huge um standing on PC versus the console market, but that's quite fine. And so maybe we'll see them unexpected announces. How about that?
Yeah. Hope so, man.
Like unexpected guests that pop up in the middle of our podcast.
Guest? He's not a guest. What's up, 3-Bit? How's it going, man?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Oh.
he does
Oh,
this
yeah.
show. Yeah, damn. It's been so long, brother.
How you doing?
All right.
How's
What's
everybody
up,
doing?
man? How are you?
Good.
Good. Tired.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, welcome to the show.
Yeah,
What you been up
thank you.
to?
Thank you. I am looking at pitches for cartoon shows and stuff.
Oh, I
That's all
thought you said looking at bitches.
No.
Pitches.
Cartoon.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't fully go into what it is,
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
Yeah. I've been doing that. I played Coffee Talk.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Almost done with it. I don't want to beat it, but it's really. I basically probably have like 4 minutes left in that game, so it's basically done. So that I beat WWE 2K24. That was cool. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to.
That's not even, is it that, when did that come out? 2K24. Isn't that just coming out this week?
Today.
Yeah, that's.
Tomorrow.
Oh wait, 23.
Tomorrow.
23.
Yeah, I was like, man,
Yeah,
you're
24
fast.
comes out tomorrow.
I'm like, dang.
The deluxe,
Yeah,
the deluxe version.
No,
comes
so
out.
whichever one
speedrunning
has Bad
wrestling
Bunny
games. Yeah.
on it, whichever one has like the Bad Bunny edition. I guess that's 23.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny was
Yeah.
on the cover of.
He's in the he's in the game.
I didn't even realize. Okay, right on.
Yeah.
He was good in the one movie, Bullet Train, the one we saw, Psycho, when you were here. Bad Bunny was in that.
He's in that movie.
Yeah, Bad Bunny was in Bullet Train. Was it Bullet Train? What was it called?
Not remember. Are you sure?
What's the
yeah, hold on.
Psycho? Do you remember the name of the movie we saw with Brad Pitt and
Yeah, when I came over that one time.
Yeah, it was
That
that was Bullet
was-
Train, right?
Bullet Train.
Yeah,
Literally Bullet Train.
Yeah, Bad Bunny's in that. It's fucking
Yeah.
great movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
oh,
he's Tangerine.
Oh yeah, I remember.
No, he's
that.
not
Okay.
Tangerine. He's
He's a bad wolf.
he's like the
or whatever.
Yeah, it's
the
Tangerine,
wolf.
bro.
No, he's not Tangerine. He's the wolf guy. Tangerine.
he's
the wolf guy.
Yeah, there was Tangerine and Lemon.
Oh.
Like Tangerine was like an Australian guy or something, or British or something.
No, Tangerine was the black guy, bro.
No, that was
Lemon was it Lemon?
I don't know. I thought that was Lemon.
I thought it was.
Maybe it was Tangerine. Fuck, I don't remember, man. But anyway, all of them were great in the movie. But Bad
Yeah.
Bunny was in it.
Sorry.
I didn't-
Fucking
I
hell.
forgot about that. I don't think I ever finished that movie.
Oh, you gotta watch it, dude. It's
It
hilarious.
was really good. Yeah, I forgot
was.
about it.
Anyway. Yeah, that's what movie
What are we
we
talking
saw
about?
when you were eating
That's
your nachos.
Pump Pop tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Sorry, we'll get back on track. All right. So 3-Bit, what we were just talking about was this partner showcase that Xbox has announced, and it's a partner preview showcase. Capcom, Nexon, EA, and they've kind of like only mentioned those publishers, but they said and more, right? And then the 3 games they mentioned were from those publishers. So I think it's fair to say outside of those publishers, we have no idea what to expect. But they did say that there's more than a dozen trailers. So the 3 publishers are Capcom, Nexon, EA. Respectively, Capcom would be Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess. EA would be Tales of Kinzera Zao, because that's the EA original. when their indie program, whatever. And then next on would be the first Berserker Kazan or whatever. So you got 3 unique games, 3 very unique different publishers, and at least 9 more games. And they did say new game announcements as well. So, what do you expect to see? Like, is there something crazy we could see here?
Is this a third party?
Third party partner showcase. That's on Wednesday. We're gonna co-stream it here. Boomstick's gonna join us. We're gonna go live at 12:30 Eastern time. If you're free.
And I think so. Ubisoft
could be there.
Ubisoft.
They didn't say Ubisoft, but they could.
Okay.
They could. They remember Star Wars Outlaws was at the Xbox show last year, right?
Yeah. So maybe more Outlaws gameplay.
Yeah. So maybe we could see a surprise of Ubisoft there with some Outlaws.
No, I guess Rockstar wouldn't, right?
No, they would not have something like this. This is like way too small for Rockstar.
Yeah, that's true. I would love for one of these. Basically, I would love some of these companies to come out, like Rockstar, to come out and just be like, yeah, we have a trailer, we have a partnership with either PlayStation or Xbox. I just want them to just do it, but they usually have their own showcase going on. So we'll see. We'll see what they end up doing. But Ubisoft could be one. What's another big third party? EA is already there. We know what EA is, I guess, is going to show.
Yeah. Maybe they could show more than
you
one
think
thing.
Embracer? What about Tomb Raider? Tomb Raider's in development, right? Kind of.
Yeah, so that would be like Embracer / Amazon. Like, because Amazon's partnering with Embracer Group on that Tomb Raider game. Made by Crystal Dynamics. So we haven't heard about it in a while though, so
yeah, it's been a while, so maybe Tomb Raider. Yeah, I don't know what else could be here. Those are like the top of mind ones. I kind of want to steal some of your guys' answers, but Star Wars Outlaw, maybe that, and yeah, I don't know. It could literally be anything, right?
Yeah, it's like
what about
maybe the Metal Gear stuff that they had announced before? Because I think that showed up at an Xbox show too, didn't it? Forget. Did they show the? Do you guys remember, Fuzzy, if they showed any of the Metal Gear stuff off at an Xbox show before? I think they.
I don't think they did. No? I think that was at like the Summer Games Fest or something like that.
No, you talking about the Metal Gear?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at an Xbox event because everyone was like, "Oh, look, Xbox had Metal Gear."
Yeah, everybody was like, "Holy shit, Metal Gear showed up at the Xbox show. That was unexpected." Right?
Yeah, everyone was shocked as fuck. Yeah.
Was that at last year's thing like this?
I think it was. I think it was last year's third-party developer showcase.
And that's what's it's the remake of Snake Eater, right? Snake Eater Delta or something?
3. Oh, yeah.
Metal Gear was
a remake of Metal Gear 3.
October, Yosemite Blam said. Then Amit Kumar said, yeah, Metal Gear Solid was at the last partner showcase in November. So yeah, it was like later at the end of last year at one of these things. Man, time fucking flies, dude. I couldn't tell you if something happened 2 years ago or 3 months ago sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it all blends together.
It does.
There's so many different games they can pop up with. I don't think they will show exclusive here. I think they will still save that for their June showcase. But
yeah, there's no exclusives.
Do you guys think, like, I'm trying to think back to different partnerships they would have with third-party publishers in the past. Like someone mentioned Hades could be one, like from that developer. That could be a cool one to just pop up here.
Silk Song.
Like show Hades too. Yeah. Silk Song is
Yeah,
a good call out because we haven't seen that in a while, and it is Game Pass day one, right?
Yeah.
So that maybe this is where Silk Song shows back up.
yeah,
That'll be back on everyone's radar again.
Yeah, a game like
yeah. That's a
Replaced,
good one.
maybe something like that too.
Oh yeah, Replace. That's supposed to come out this year. That's a third-party
Yeah, a
publisher, right?
Stalker too.
Oh yeah,
Could
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean
sure.
that's not published by Microsoft. That's technically a partner game, right?
But I do wonder if they semi-consider that first because it's
They,
been in so
yeah,
many of their showcases.
I think in their hearts it is. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah,
technically not. You know.
yeah. It could be one of those games for sure.
Yeah, but it would be
Um,
a big. I think the biggest thing would be like if Square showed up with some stuff. You know.
oh yeah. I mean, we know that Phil was on the stage with the
Yeah.
Square Enix peeps. So if they went big and showed like a Final Fantasy like 7 like coming
Yeah.
in, that'd be pretty big.
I think they're waiting because knowing Sony, they probably money headed the 3 games. So they're probably going to wait till the end of the 3rd game, and whenever that exclusivity ends, like 6 months or whatever, then they'll be like Xbox is getting the trilogy.
Yeah, I
Sony
I
money
think
headed this, and then Xbox finally gets it.
yeah, that's some people's speculations that they'll just wait till the third one is out and then just then release it for Xbox after all 3 are out.
Yeah.
But
And then Xbox gets like a special edition trilogy, and people will be like, "Boy, that's not fair. Sony had it first."
yeah. When LS makes a good point, Final Fantasy 7 remake would be a good June announcement. I know
Oh
they
yeah,
usually try to keep it first party, but that's a big enough announcement that you could be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think back, Mav, to answer your question. I'm trying to think back to
Other ones.
partnerships they would have in the past with like I think they were kind of close with the developers of Hades. Silk Song could be
They've
a
had
good
a
one.
they had an up and down relationship with that developer in the
Yeah, it wasn't
past.
up and down
Yeah, so I mean, I think they're in their good graces and stuff, but like there was a little bit of a past from the, um,
from the developers of that city, right?
yeah,
It was like I forgot what happened, but it was
I,
like some was it
I
with
couldn't
arcade or something?
I couldn't tell you exactly. It's not as bad as it was with the Jonathan Blow in that whole situation, or was it the guy that made Braid? Is that Jonathan Blow? There was they had a
Yeah.
big falling out, but then this team also had some kind of thing, but like it wasn't to that degree or whatever. But um, it's very possible you could see like Hades 2 or something like that. So
Yeah.
but
Maybe
yeah,
Towerborn is getting its own thing, right? Like I've
yeah.
seen something
Well,
about
Towerborn's first party anyway, so
Yeah.
that's in the insider program right now. Yeah, there's no leaks really for the show. I mean, literally, it's in 2 days. We only know the 3 games to expect. Beyond that, there's 9 more at least. Some probably 13, or there could be some other announcements. The cool thing to expect with this is though a lot of Game Pass stuff, right? Because with third-party Game Pass games, it kind of still, as a Xbox player and somebody that subscribed to the service, it's like you don't necessarily give a shit if it's first party or if it's third party, whatever. It's in Game Pass day one, like, and it's a decent game like that. You're gonna get pretty hyped about it, because you're gonna have access to it. And already, like that, Path of the Goddess is one that I'm really looking forward to because of that. Capcom, it's a unique title as well, and they said it's a mixture of strategy and action or whatever. Like, so yeah, it said creative vision of the new IP from Capcom that blends action and strategy into unique gameplay experience. And we saw the trailer when they had originally revealed that game, and it looked extremely unique. So that's the one I'm going
Yeah.
into, like, really, like, I want to see this fucking game. Like, Capcom is on fire lately. They do great things.
Yeah.
This is to be
Yeah,
their
and someone in the chat mentioned they mentioned gosh, I lost it. Chat's going crazy. I mean, a lot of people are mentioning Final Fantasy VII, which could be here. Oh, Dragon Age. That's one that could be interesting if Dragon Age does pop up here. Do you think that could be one?
I think that would be something they would save for like the summer show. Like,
Hmm.
I
EA
don't
do
know.
they
It's
they don't
possible.
have their own show, right? Like EA usually
Uh,
just shows up at other people's.
yeah, they'll show up at somebody else's stuff. You know, like even Ubisoft, even if the Ubisoft has their own thing, you know, they premiered Star Wars Outlaws at like Xbox's show, right?
Yeah.
Like, they, I think, take advantage of the bigger showcases that are going to have the bigger audiences. You know what I mean? For
Right.
me, Dragon Age has so much like anticipation that they're probably going to want to save that for a bigger show than this show.
Hmm.
But like for something
Yeah.
like Capcom's new IP, right? It's perfect because it's going to have more of a spotlight on it. You know, it becomes kind of like the headliner. But if you put like Dragon Age here, yeah, people are going to talk about it, but like I don't know. It's I don't think people would be as many people will be watching this thing as they would like something like the summer show for sure.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like this is gonna tune in some more peeps for sure.
yeah.
Some eyeballs on this one.
Yeah.
Maybe they did this kind of like out of the blue to see maybe what kind of people engagement they're going to get from having just announced that some of their first party titles going to Nintendo, going to PlayStation. Maybe they're seeing, are we reaching out? Are we getting engagement from other, players outside of, the Xbox ecosystem and, people that just want to shit on Xbox just to see what kind of games they are. But maybe that's part of why they're trying to do this, and say, oh, look at that, we've gotten an increase in viewership, could be entail from releasing games on other platforms, and this is all fucking mind games with Microsoft right now. They're just trying to put out the feelers and see
Yeah.
what happens. If it doesn't get that engagement, then they're like, okay, you know they either need to push their messaging more and be more vigilant in being everywhere, kind of like how Sony is. I mean, unfortunately, Xbox has to do that now because they don't have that mind share and they don't have that um, stance of being like Xbox is a place to play amazing games, because for a long time it's always been Xbox doesn't have the games that people want to play. It's not, it's the media and everything else that puts it out there, and Xbox needs to change their image real quick.
Yeah. To answer the question about Towerborn, also that Stoic is going to be hosting a Towerborn Twitch stream on the 7th at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So there is a separate whole Towerborn thing, which is interesting. And remember, we don't have a date, or they just
We have
said
nothing.
yeah for Towerborn yet.
2024. That's all we got, is at 2024.
I mean, why would they be hosting something already on Twitch separately for this game?
Unless it's ready to be like, here it is.
And it is also an insider test, right? You guys think that Towerborn could actually come out the first half of the year? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, things are kind of
I've
adding
seen
up a little bit like that, right? Aren't they?
I seen something on Tower. That's why I was wondering if it was going to be at this showcase or if they're planning something special with it. I briefly saw it on like my timeline, so I don't know if they are if that was a leak or if they're planning something with Towerborn. I know I definitely definitely seen something with Towerborn. I just don't know what it was.
Yeah, it's right here. It said from Xbox Game Studios. Our Stoic Studio friends will be hosting their first ever Towerborn Twitch stream on Thursday, March 7th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. See you there, Aces. So I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's coming out sooner than we think, but it's possible with the insider test going on and then also this Twitch stream, or they could just be really just getting started with the marketing for it and then have it drop later in the year.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm interested in that game. I want to see more of it. I think IGN and some other people started posting like gameplay clips of it a while ago. So I'm interested in it, but that's a game I would have to,
Yeah.
just definitely see either you guys play it or and tell me what you think, or I don't know. It seems really interesting though.
Yeah. I maybe the chat saying maybe they drop it in game preview or something. It could be.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. It could be something like that.
Yeah.
More of a grounded situation, kind of. Because this is an ongoing game, right? This is not a just drop it and let it go type game. So anyway, we got a couple of
Isn't
Xbox
that
shows already this week. It's cool.
that 100 or what is it? That game that Phil Spencer was playing or on stage or talking about playing. It was like 300 player, or not 300 player, but 30.
Yeah, 33 Immortals.
The Immortals.
33 Immortals. Is that coming out this year?
I think
Supposed
so.
to, right?
But we don't have a date yet.
No date. Okay.
That could also
Because
be
before that was this year.
that could be at this partner thing. Again.
Yeah, because that wasn't first party, right?
No.
No.
So yeah, that could be here.
I think that's in Game Pass Day 1 though, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken. Yeah, so 33 Immortals Game Pass Day 1. I'm curious how much Game Pass Day 1 stuff we'll see. Like, I don't think it's all going to be Game Pass Day 1. I think like a portion, maybe like a few games will be Game Pass Day 1, maybe like 3 or 4. But I'm curious like how much, because we already know about the Path of the Goddess, right?
Yeah.
That is, but the other two, I don't recall them being announced for Game Pass that they had mentioned.
No.
So
They didn't announce it or anything. It'd be nice if they do, but I think those are going to be available for retail.
right, the Berserker game looks pretty sick. I was just watching the trailer for it a little bit ago. I forgot about that game. That's from Nexon, and looks pretty hardcore, bro. It looks pretty insane.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll be
next time. That's some talent.
we'll be covering it for you guys on Wednesday, and then I don't think I'm gonna do like a co-stream for like the Towerborn Twitch thing, but keep our eyes open. Maybe there'll be some cool announcements for us to talk about. I know that there will be new stuff for us to talk about also from all of this going on Thursday for PM of the PM, because we're getting the Towerborn stuff plus also this partner showcase. It's crazy that Xbox has already had a Dev Direct, already had this, right? And then we're gonna have a summer show, right? How many shows are they probably gonna start having with all of the stuff that they got? Like none of this has really ever touched on any ABK stuff either, right? Like,
yeah, we still need a showcase for ABK. So we have the Dev Direct in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
That kind of sets the stage for some games that people want to know a little bit more about. And then we get this partner showcase, was more about third-party games. And then we have the June showcase. That's already 3, and maybe one more to end the year, so people don't
I think there'll be more than that. I think there'll be more than Well,
Oh yeah, okay,
there's
true. Because
Gamescom, there's Tokyo
there's
Game
the
Show, there's the game. I mean, the Game Awards. They kind of had a couple of big things there. There's the
true, yeah.
Yeah.
then
There'll
there's
be an indie one mixed in
Yeah.
there somewhere too. Or
Yep.
ID at Xbox. type
yeah, there will
thing.
be probably 2 of those.
Ooh,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And then Blizzard or BlizzCon. I mean, that counts. Is that this year,
Yeah,
or is it
that's an
like
annual thing. Yeah, so there'll be a
so?
BlizzCon later this year. That plus also they have QuakeCon, which they didn't really do a show type thing at QuakeCon last year because it was QuakeCon's first year coming back after COVID and stuff. But maybe this year they actually have some more stuff like that at QuakeCon also. I mean, it's just insane to have this many games and to have all these things going on to where you have every couple months, it seems like you have some kind of show or event that's substantial, you know, like it's actually worth
Yeah.
watching, you know. I think this last State of Play was like PlayStation's best thing that they've done in a long time,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah. Oh,
none of the stuff
I
they
wish
had
I
last
could
year for me
channel.
was worth watching, you know.
Yeah, no. I wish I could channel my inner Pong and be like, MASH with the gifted 10 fun speculation memberships. The train is continuing to go. We're at a
That's-
Mach 10.
You're too nice for it, man. You're too nice for
I know.
it.
I
Dude.
can't.
You gotta say, choo choo, motherfuckers. Guess who's on the hype train? It's MASH coming in there with the 10 gifteds. He's coming in here, riding the train strong, pumping that coal in the fucking furnace here. We're all fucking burning at 1,000,000 miles a minute here. It's Mach 3.0. Choo choo, motherfuckers. Thank you, MASH, for getting us on that hype train. Let's go.
Appreciate you,
I'm
man.
trying to.
What is our imaginary number at? It's like 1,000.
I have no fucking idea. Like, I don't know what.
Let's just say
Pong comes
Appreciate
up
you,
with the random number, I think, every time off the top of his head. I don't know. But
Yeah.
MASH, you rock, dude. Appreciate the gifteds. Appreciate all the support from everybody in the chat. If you're just here lurking, not saying a damn thing, or if you're here chatting it up, hanging out, having fun, talking games with us. Lots of things to be excited for. We had one PlayStation show this year. I think we just had the Nintendo thing this
is
year.
PlayStation going
but-
to have another show this year?
Yeah, they got to. They got to have
Hopefully.
the PS5 Pro announcement if that thing is real. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm starting to
So,
wonder
like,
if that
maybe
thing is
one-
real now.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have a
Yeah,
big
I am wondering
game,
too.
first party game to push it with. That's the interesting thing. Like usually when they drop something like that, you usually want to have some big game to really market around it. And this holiday, unless they have a surprise at that show or whatever, like there's really not that thing there. Death Stranding's next year also, so they can't really use that.
Yeah. Is Concord supposed to be this year?
It's supposed to be, but we don't know anything about it.
Yeah, there's no trailer or anything for.
I was surprised we didn't see more of that.
Anything.
Yeah, we didn't even see it at the other show, right? That was meant for like their
They
year
kept
ahead.
it out of that end card when they showed like all these different games that are coming this year. They had like the end card design of all the games that are supposed to come out this year, and they left out Concord. I mean, it was in the actual show. If I'm not mistaken, they showed the previous trailer, but I don't think it was in that design. So maybe they're just less confident that game is going to hit this year.
Maybe they're just less confident that game's actually even going to come out.
or that. Yeah,
like
it'll get canceled before it gets another trailer.
What's the studio behind Concord again? What are they called? Is that's Firewalk? Or there's Fire Sprite and Firewalk.
Firewalk.
One of them was pretty much just fired. I get them separated. I mean mixed up in my head.
Fire got fired. Firewalk Studios.
Firewalk.
Yeah, that is it.
Haven is, I see Alvin saying
Fire Sprite
Haven.
was the one with the toxic environment or something.
Haven is Fair Games, which is supposed to be 2025.
Okay.
But we haven't seen a damn thing from that game either.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be, I guess, more of a not a looter shooter, but more of a what's that game from like the Battlefield developers? Is that what they're kind of going for? Like a heist sort of situation with that game?
Oh.
What, Contraband? What game are
No,
you talking about?
the Fair Games.
Oh, that's
one where
that's like
they're all like
I don't know what
robbers or something.
Kind of like Payday and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I love Payday, so if it's like that, I guess.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
There's just so much. There's so many games like this. Like
that's the thing. Yeah, market is kind of.
Yeah, I mean, you
It would
have
have to be really good.
You had the finals come out, right? And that was good. You have like I call them Steel Rain games because he loves these fucking games, right? And there's like two of the other ones. You're running around with swords and shit. That I fucking can't. First Descent, is that one, or First Descendant, something like that.
Sega had one that they wound up canceling. I think there was it Coyote or something, which I actually was more interested in that game from Sega than I am in Fair Game. But Sega said, "Nope, not gonna make it."
I mean, you had like Exo Primal come out last year from Capcom, right? You have there's Arc Raiders supposed to come out from the same team that made the finals, Embark, and like
to that one.
me too, right? Now you have Helldivers hit, right, and it's also like a kind of a co-op multiplayer type experience. I just like, if a game launches exclusively on PlayStation built around this kind of stuff, I don't think it has much of a chance because there's just too much other things out there. And it has to be really fucking good. Like Fair Games and Concord, I'm hoping. I don't remember if they even announced if they're PC day and date. But really, for me, they better be. Yeah, exactly. Like I won't have faith in it. Foam Stars. Like, who the fuck is even talking about Foam Stars? Like, does that literally just?
Hey, they warned everybody that's leaving PS Plus, so you better grab it now while you can.
Yeah, I mean, I
it's
downloaded
being booted
it.
faster than Destruction All Stars.
It really is. Wow.
I thought that people were so excited for it.
I feel like IGN took forever to review that too. Like, it was in that preview.
Yeah.
Review in progress for so long, unless I just missed it.
Alvin said Hyenas. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hyenas,
that's what it was. The second one.
So
yeah,
they canceled.
So yeah, I guess one more showcase for PlayStation. Maybe towards. You think they'll do it around June, or they'll wait like after June, or even before June?
PlayStation?
Yeah,
I think they'll do like August, something like that. That's kind of what they've been doing the last couple years. Is that they kind of wait till after the other shows and stuff, and they do like a month or two after or whatever. They'll do like August, maybe like early September or something like that.
I guess if the PS5 Pro is supposed to come out soon, then if that's still the case, then they would want it to come out or have a show about it because of GTA 6.
Yeah.
That's what I'm literally, the whole industry is, I feel like, is just waiting for GTA 6, figuring out how they can either get away from that game. Like, I don't want my game next to GTA 6. Or if you're a console developer, figuring out a way to either bundle it next to GTA 6 or with GTA 6 if they can. I mean, that's a big game.
Here's the thing.
Yep.
If I was a publisher that had a big game, right now, I would be thinking about launching around GTA 6. Hear me out. Everybody under the sun already knows they're going to buy GTA 6, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whatsoever. Everybody's going to buy it, okay? So everybody else, like you said, 3-bit's going to abandon the market around that time period, right?
Yeah.
So if you were like, I'm gonna be the fucking one company to hold my fucking guns there, right? You could be the one other game to launch within that window, and if you are, you get the bragging rights. Now, what you could do is you could hold fast, and then if you find out there's a couple other players at the end, then you just kind of delay it at the last minute. You know, we're just gonna delay it like for a month or whatever. But if you are holding strong and you're the only one still there, and it's just you and GTA 6 within like a 2-week period or 3-week period, I'm taking that, because even as big as GTA 6 is and as big as everybody's gonna be talking about, there's still room for at least conversation about one more game in that in that same space, and I want to be that fucking game. Like, I want to be the one game to launch.
But if there's
around
another
GTA
game,
6.
Mav, then you're screwed. If there's like 2 games, then
one game. Like, if there's somebody else, like I fucking hold fast and I want to be that one game. If there's more than one, you fucking back out, right?
Yeah, because you're like, and then you're
it's like
destroyed.
playing chicken. Like, you know, like, when's the last minute we can delay, right? But like, if you're gonna be the only one, go for it. Fucking just do it.
That's for games, but for games that makes sense, man. But for a console, if you're going to launch a console near the GTA, people are going to be like, "Oh, I heard about the new GTA game. Let me get a console with it." I feel like that could be a thing.
Yeah, that definitely could be a thing. Yeah.
So I feel like if they were going to launch the PS5 Pro,
well, especially if it runs it better than any other console out there,
then they could use that as marketing. Be like, want to play GTA 6 on the best possible device?
The only console that can play it at 4K.
Who even knows?
Like, I don't think it'll even be able to do 60 frames on GTA 6.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I was like first I was optimistic about it, but no, I don't know. It'll be like 45 first to play and 45 frames. Every other console is 30. Yeah, so we'll see. But they could definitely use that to their advantage if these rumors are true, like PS5 Pro, heading up soon, basically being developed before the Xbox Series X, while Series X or the Xbox works on their next console, while PlayStation works on the Pro. PlayStation gets that early investment, but Xbox could have that at least next gen thing. Yeah. If these rumors are true. But we'll see. Yep. Either way, someone needs to plan stuff for next year around GTA. Like, if you are a game, you need to get out of the way, probably. If you are a console maker, I would be looking at Take-Two and like, okay, let me plan my console around this game.
Yeah.
So it's a big game.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. Got one more segment on this episode of FSP, and it's called All right, everyone, this is gonna be tidbits. Usually Jasper is here to help me with this, but he's gone. So Jasper's moved on, and I am going to be trying to bring you tidbits here, and we're gonna have some fun watching these trailers for the games releasing for the week. So first up, let me see if I get these right.
Quilts and Cats of Calico.
Yeah, so I have the wrong one up. Give me 1 second.
Good old Jasper.
Yeah, no. Jasper.
Miss you, buddy.
All right, here we go.
Quilts and Cats of Calico is a cozy board game adaptation in which you, the player, are a quilt maker. By smartly combining colors and patterns, sewing buttons,
only on
and attracting
PC for
adorable
right now.
cats, you can score points and win.
Only
You
on
start by
PC.
placing
Okay.
tiles on the board. To obtain a sewing button, place 3 tiles of the same color by each other. you can use the extra tiles on the edge for support. If you want to attract a kitty, you need to fulfill one of their pattern needs.
Whiskers are
Achieving
we?
design goals earns you extra points. Full points
The
for
style
different
kind of
colors
reminds me
and
of that
patterns,
Yoshi game,
or a
that
lower number
Yoshi
of
Yarn
points
game.
for completing only one of
If
the
anyone knows what I'm
requirements.
talking about.
In cross-platform
yeah,
multiplayer,
like
you'll be able to play with people worldwide.
Yeah, I know what one you're talking
Compete or play casual
Yeah.
games with strangers, friends, and AI. But don't
Yeah, they
forget
have
to
a
give
Kirby
the
one,
kitties
too.
some extra attention and
Oh, they do?
customize
Is
them
it
to your
like
liking.
Epic Yarn or
Make
something?
it chubby, make it
Yeah.
tabby,
Yeah, it's like
make it however you like.
Yoshi.
When you want to take a break from challenging
I
others,
don't even
you
know
can
what that
complete the story
Epic
mode.
Yarn.
Oh,
yes,
wow,
that's
Quilter
right.
trying to
The
climb
art
the
style of that
hierarchy
lady,
of
she
the
looked creepy.
extraordinary city of cats. Feel the atmosphere
what
of the
the heck?
game
What's
and
wrong
let
with her
yourself
nose?
be carried away by the blissful
Cat scratched
relaxation
it.
Burn the
of the
witch.
quilts and cats of Calico.
Quilts and Cats of Calico.
Calico.
What did I say?
Calico, like
Oh.
ColecoVision. Oh, yeah.
Calico.
Okay, now how do I do this?
Next one is Outlast Trials. Coming out Tuesday.
Oh, here we go.
Current price is $39.99. Available on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC.
All right.
Outlast.
Yeah.
I love Outlast. Such a good series. Second one is
You've
so
been
creepy.
expressing anger in the therapy.
Everything Mother does is love. If I have to show a little discipline, that's just a firmer kind of love.
You've shown real enthusiasm. We've decided to give you a longer leash.
You think you got a leash on me? Might be you built this little Gatto, but I'm the one who made it a home. Why, you ain't nothing but the towel boy in my whorehouse.
You ain't nothing but a towel boy, wow.
You're literally a puppet.
Don't you upset Daddy?
This is
Tell,
science.
this is gonna be like first person.
Fucking talking here! This ain't a charity, this is business! Business don't mean shit without the law.
Mother in the name of God in the midst of
How
hearts
similar
of
is this to
little
the other
children.
game?
Property don't mean
I know they made
shit
some
without
VR
threat of
stuff. I
violence.
think.
Who would die for the children?
Spread my fruit on your lips, you food the bread round here.
Oops,
Cut down.
my bad.
Well, what do you
What'd
think?
you do?
I accidentally made the video small.
Experience has
Oh.
taught me one truth about the human limits of terror and pain.
Which is?
There are none.
Oh, disgusting.
Ooh. Available
You
March
know?
5th. Pre-order now.
Alright. It looks good, but it seems less serious than the other ones. Maybe it's just I don't know.
Too many clowns
It's like not
and
as
stuff?
scary. It's like I don't know. It has more more wacky stuff than I thought it would. Like
Yeah.
in an Outlast game. Maybe they're just changing it up. I don't know. Maybe see what you guys think in the comments. I think it just looked more wacky than the other Outlast, which was like more serious, more dark.
Yeah.
This one, the guy's like smoking a cigar, like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This one is As Dust Falls, which obviously was a previous Xbox exclusive. First party published game. They consider this first party, guys.
The thing
Hmm.
about shadows.
Coming to
And no one
PS4,
said a
PS5.
peep.
price
Nobody
at
cared.
$29.99.
No one cared.
If you
You
have
just learn to
PS
keep them
Plus,
behind
it's
you. Look toward the
$26.99.
light.
Fantastic game.
I represent some business acquaintances of your father's. Whoa.
game did it surprised Mav, I think. Surprised Psycho,
Yeah.
surprised me.
Won't happen again.
I was
Really
like kind of
good.
distant on the game until I played it. And I was like, oh shoot. Actually, pretty good.
Story, just the picking your path. I'm waiting for
huge mistake.
more
So if this is
DLC.
first party, then I guess there's technically like certain games they're not mentioning that goes in that five games. It's actually like 7 that are going to other platforms.
All you had to do was keep your mouth shut.
All right, good.
What are you doing?
Improvising. I'm not just gonna abandon you.
But High on Life is still exclusive.
High Life is?
Family means
High on Life they didn't publish. High on
They didn't
Life was,
publish?
no, they didn't publish High on Life. That was just a partner game for Game Pass. This one they had published. This was from Xbox Game Studios Publishing.
I thought High on Life went on PlayStation.
Yeah, High on Life was a third-party game to begin with.
Yeah.
This was what people consider second-party, really, published by Microsoft but developed
Yeah,
by.
because both games were originally launching on the Steam. Steam is it? No, Steam.
Stadia.
Stadia. These were going to be Stadia exclusives, and then Xbox came along, gave them back money for both their games, and now we get to experience.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Mikamar said the PS5 version isn't published by Xbox, I don't think. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it was like a timed publishing deal thing. Who knows? Because it's an independent studio.
yeah.
Moomin?
Snufkin.
Oh, Snufkin. Okay.
Melody of Moonin
Valley.
Moonin Valley. Coming to Switch and PC this Thursday. Priced, I believe, is going to be $17.99.
I can tell.
What are you trying to say, Psycho?
Looks like watercolor. It's great. Don't need to have like a huge budget.
It has a very well designed trailer so far. Why so serious? Because can you play this on YouTube?
Not anymore. I'm pretty sure there will be another emulator that will take users' place here shortly.
Yeah. Kind of annoying. Snufkin. Looks like.
Bam, 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 bam. All right.
That is definitely a Nintendo game. Ah!
All right. Next up, let me see. We got here.
Pirate Queen, a forgotten legend, coming to MetaQuest 2 and 3, as well as PC. Now, it didn't list the price, but I believe this one's going to be like $49.99.
The Pirate Council will be.
Oh, Lucy Lou's in this game? What?
And only
Yeah.
one of us will be crowned leader.
It would prove wise to stick to the shadows.
Gopalai underestimates me. He has played a foolish trick. One he will come to bitterly regret. Everything has narrowed down to a single night. If you really want to know my story, then step into my shoes and prove yourself the worthy leader. Let's see how well you fare as the Pirate Queen.
You know, I wish I didn't see the name of Lucy Liu, because I was like, oh wow, that was really good voice acting. It was Lucy Liu. But I wonder if I would have thought that if I didn't know it was Lucy Liu.
Yeah, like you would have still thought it was good voice acting regardless.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm like, I have like goggles, but I thought it was like great voice acting. VR is just one of those things. I don't know. I just don't have a VR headset, so it's just like, oh, it could be cool.
Sometimes when you have a famous celebrity voice actor, it doesn't actually always come across as well. You know what I mean?
So did you think she did pretty good?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, I thought she did great.
Like Megan Fox in Mortal Kombat 1 is
Oh my
absolute
gosh, she
fucking
was
horrible.
awful.
Yeah, so bad.
It was awful. That was so. Yeah.
R, PS5 and PSVR 2 this Friday for $19.99. Hopefully people don't get motion sickness from this.
People saying they should pick up the PSVR. Isn't like the PSVR kind of dying?
Yeah, they're making
Like
it
a lot
now
of the
compatible with
studios?
PC, so we'll see if that helps it, last
Oh,
a
okay,
little longer.
okay. That I'm sure that'll help it. So if you get the,
Ain't nothing helping that shit, bro. Why not just get a MetaQuest
mean,
at that point? You know?
Yeah,
yeah,
MetaQuest 3 is so
fact.
much better at this point.
Yeah, it just gives what it is. It gives them a way out to not get sued. They don't, because like people can still play other games on it, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. There's just little like no support. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, and all the studios are dying.
Unicorn
Tis a grievous
Overlord.
tale which speaks of
Yes.
one of stolen destiny,
PS4,
stolen
PS5,
lives,
I'm saying this in
Xbox
stolen
Series S and
nations.
S, and Switch this
Yet as the
Friday.
world stands
Or
consumed by immense evil,
I'm buying
fallen
list the
prince
price.
shall
I'm
rise
assuming
again.
it's
Bring of
$59.99.
legend
It's
to lighten his
$59.99
path.
Okay.
on
That is
Xbox.
the ring of the
Maybe
unicorn,
it
ancestral
could be the same
treasure
thing
of
on
Cornia's royal
Switch.
lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil. Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before
There's
us
a
is
demo
laid
for this
bare,
game
and all
available
that
as
remains
well,
now
guys.
is to
Yeah,
work it.
this scene. So these fight scenes here are auto-generated, so you don't pick your moves. You just pick your character that does the moves, and it just automatically does it.
To glorious victory.
Yeah,
I like the
so-
art style.
With over 60
Oh, it's really
unique
good.
characters, from humans
And you can control your character throughout the map, and then like if that was like a battle scene, you pick it, and then you go into like a battle queue, and then you can.
I even like the UI. Is it like, does it have a huge learning curve at all?
For a bit, it's showing you how to do the different
Unicorn Overlord.
The name is
menu
just so
items and
crazy.
everything. So it has a little bit of a learning curve, but
Uh-huh.
I mean it's just really good. I don't care.
Yeah. Fuzzy says Fuzzy Logic. No, this Fuzzy. Say it looks like a phone game. Here's the thing, like, not every game has to be that crazy 3D whatever. I play
This-
games like freaking Coffee Talk, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So I will defend Vanillaware. So Vanillaware is still one of the last developers that hand drawn their animations. So everything that you see is all hand drawn. It's not rendered through computer. It's not. It's all hand drawn. So
That's cool.
it's really just. It's one of the last developers to do hand drawn animations.
That's cool.
All right, we got
I really like this one.
WW. I'm gonna mute this one. WWE 2K24.
Let's go. And some people were like Django Fett and stuff. It was crazy.
Well, that was it for the games. That's Is it $70? Obviously for WWE 2K24.
So
Yeah, unless you
2K
buy it on Xbox One, then I think you can still get it for $59.99. But pretty much the cross-gen bundle and all the others are $69.99.
Right.
And then the deluxe edition is like 100,
Yeah.
119 or something like that.
Yeah, I waited, Mav, for in 23. I waited till it was like $10. Like I bought it on sale, so
Right.
that's why I got it.
Okay.
But I mean, you can get 24.
So you were saying, Psycho, about the $100 version?
Yeah, so there's the regular version, there's the deluxe version, and then there's the WrestleMania version. There's 3. Yeah, so the 120 I believe is the WrestleMania one. I think the $100 is the deluxe, and then 70 for the standard. Because it's and the road to WrestleMania, the 40 years was you can't pre-order. It's only digital, so
Right.
it's like a DLC.
Mm.
So you have to buy the digital version of the game to get that one. Or if they do have a separate standalone 40 years of WrestleMania, you have to buy that separately.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was weird. A lot of people are like, why? What's this? Why? You know.
I mean, yeah, that is weird. I mean, if you're gonna sell physical, then you might as well include everything. But
speaking of physical, before we leave, so there's 5 games that have been canceled for physical release. 2 of them on the Switch. One is like Daymare 19 something. It was like a post-apocalyptic like game. The other one, I forget what it is. It wasn't that important.
Daymare 1994 Sandcastle.
Yeah, that one. And Gollum. Gollum is not coming on the Switch. That got canceled for a physical release. Now to Xbox.
Darn.
Yeah, no. Xbox, there's 3 games being canceled for physical release. It's Small Land. There is Small Land. The Train 4. Is it Train 4 or something?
Mm.
The one that just got into Game Pass. That one. And then there was another one. It was the third one. It wasn't really big games.
Yeah, obviously not. It's,
But
a
lot of
think
people
I've heard of like most of these.
Well, Small Land is the ripoff of Grounded. You know, it's the more realistic Grounded. So I know a lot of people were, excited to play that game, and then no, it was Rin Tin Tin. That was it.
I only know.
Rin Tin Tin.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even know what a Gollum is. So, but Daymare, I've heard about.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of Gollum in my life.
Colin. Smeagol.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Nope.
Your favorite video game of 2023.
No idea. No idea what that is.
I'm sure the world is going to really be so disappointed about those games getting canceled physical releases. I mean,
but you know what? It is a sign. It is a sign that a lot of games are starting to just basically why go physical.
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
Why? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I agree. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a physical option for every game forever. You know what I mean? But like, it's not the reality of.
What was your last physical game, Mav?
I have no fucking clue. I don't know. That
was a test.
I mean, I know that there's been one since then. Because I had like a gift card or credit to GameStop or something like that. Did I get Final Fantasy 16 on physical? I
buy all my PlayStation games physically.
I might
don't buy
have gotten that physical
digitally PlayStation games.
because I think I got that physical because it was like on sale physical.
I'll buy Xbox games physically. or digitally, but not
Don't
PlayStation.
remember.
What about you, Fuzzy? What was your last physical game?
I bought from GameStop. It was like a buy two get one free. It was Spider-Man 2018, God of War 2018, and Gran Turismo Sport. Those were the three I
Okay.
bought.
Okay.
I
I legit don't remember what
Yeah.
my last.
I got NBA 2K22 physical, but only because I wanted to actually get the
Dirk.
box that had Dirk on the cover. Because that was the year Dirk was on the cover.
My
Yeah.
mom is selling like 2K24 copies from like Amazon or something.
Your mom is?
So going. Yeah. She's like
That's your
getting
mom's
into selling.
starting to sell video games online.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's selling the physical games, yeah, which is it's like crazy. I was like, Mom, why is there a bunch of copies of NBA 2K in your room? It's like, oh, I'm getting into selling. I'm like, oh, cool. That's so random.
Well, because she probably picked them up from GameStop because they were like $25 just the other day.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess so. She's starting to sell a lot of stuff. So.
Oh, yeah, she's doing like reselling. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, now that we know,
okay, don't need to know what I bought physically. I get it. It's all right.
I thought you said it already. What
No,
was
dude.
the last? What was your last physical game?
No, it's good. Unicorn Overload is going to be here Friday, and Trails into Reverie is the last physical. Like I said, all PlayStation games that I buy are physical, except for the Unicorn Overload. I did buy that physically for Xbox just because I wanted to support and have that game.
Support the dev.
Yeah.
You still supporting
It's
them
been
if
weird.
you buy it digitally. You know that, right?
Yeah, but I want
Probably
the
supporting them
physical.
more.
You wanted the
I
you
want
wanted
the physical.
you wanted the shit that comes in the box because there's like cool stuff that comes with it.
Yeah, I wanted the deluxe edition, but I couldn't
Right.
drop $100 on that shit. 130, sorry, $130. I was like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. I just pre-ordered it, but yeah. I've noticed since working at GameStop, I've been buying a lot more physical games.
Yeah, because you see like the games there that are dirt cheap at times.
Well, because they're so dirt cheap, and the rare games. Yeah, man. It's like gimme. Like,
Yep.
shit.
I get it. Well, everybody, this has been episode 95 of FSP. Or episode 1 AJ. Episode 1 after Jasper. No, episode 95. Appreciate every single one of y'all for being here, watching this channel and this show with us. You guys rock in the chat, and have been a blast hanging out. And yeah, like I said before, Wednesday we're gonna have a co-stream for the Xbox partner preview show. We'll go live at 12:30 Eastern time. Mr. Boomstick's going to be joining us for that as well. And then Thursday we got PM in the PM, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and then Friday Xbox Ultimate at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Fun Pop's going to be on hiatus for a while, but look for it to come back when we have something really awesome to talk about. But hey, 3-Bit, tell everybody where they can find you, bro.
Everyone can find me on Twitter at i3bits, where I console war and ban people. So you guys can find me on there. And I run a show on Pixelated Echoes. It is every Sunday at 8 p.m. with Fuzzy, who's a co-host now. And we have a special show tomorrow with King David and Mav at 7 p.m. So that's going to be a fun show. I got a lot of surprises for that show. So drop on by tomorrow at 7 p.m. Other than that, that's pretty much where you guys can find me. This has been a great show. Everybody in the chat, love y'all. And I'll see you guys on the next show.
I forgot to ask before your first episode, but am I allowed to cuss on your show?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
do whatever you want.
Okay. Just checking.
Don't say that.
Feel free.
He'll be topless eating fucking animal crackers.
Sounds like a good time.
I would hope.
Fuzzy Belvedere, tell everybody where they can find you as well, sir.
Oh man, it was awesome being on here with you guys. Even though I had to blow my nose and mute my mic and stuff like that, and sneeze every so often, but hopefully NyQuil will do the trick tonight. But man, so much fun being on here with you guys. For those that want to hear my rambles and rants on anything gaming related, just follow me on Twitter or the app formerly known as Twitter at fuzzy_Belvedere. Like 3-Bit said, be on Pixelated Echoes tomorrow with King David and Mav. Going to have some fun. And then Xbox Ultimate Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look forward to seeing everybody in the chat there. Thanks so much for coming out and joining us tonight.
Right on, bro. Thank you, sir, as always, Fuzzy. And Psychonauts, what about you, sir?
Chat, thanks for coming out. I just want to give a shout out to Boss Mod Letha Papa showing up and showing some love, and everyone else that has came out to our show and given us great conversations in the chat, and always having a blast with my brother's here, minus one because he had to grow up and get a job. But love you, Jasper, if you're still lurking in the chat, but we'll see you when you get back, buddy. And yeah, find me everywhere, social media, Psychonauts8. Find me everywhere on Mav's Fun Speculation Network. Mondays. I'm sad that Fun Pop's not got put on hiatus, but working and between and it's really hard to make these shows sometimes, and when you're closing and opening, it's fucking it's horrible. But love you guys. See you Friday for Xbox Ultimate, and don't forget, Mav, where can they find you, buddy?
Right here, everybody. You rock again. Thank you all so much. And like 3-Bit said, I'll be there tomorrow hanging out with him. And then Wednesday we got the co-stream, and then Thursday PM and the PM, and then Friday Xbox Ultimate Podcast. If
busy week.
if anything else crazy comes up, guys, I will be doing Mavcast or whatever. Might do those more on Tuesdays while Bump Pop's on hiatus as well. So keep an eye on that. But I hope you all have an amazing night and take it easy. Go play some fucking video games. Stop crying on Twitter. It's okay. Everything's all right. Peace out.
Yeah. Stop DM people.